and welcome to the Cruise Chat. I'm Kathleen Penner, owner of Plenty of Sunshine Travel, and today I'm joined by Eric. And as you can see, Eric is from Royal Caribbean, and they have the most exciting new ship coming out, and we're going to talk to you guys about it and give you some really neat insider view of what's upcoming. So over to you.
Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. How's your day going so far?
Oh, couldn't be doing better. Couldn't be
Awesome.
doing better, especially when I'm talking about the icon of the seas. I mean, it just brightens up my day.
It does.
So I'm sure that you've heard about the new ship that Royal Caribbean is currently building in Turku, Finland. Icon of the seas. We couldn't be prouder. It's been a while. It's been a while. Well, not since the last ship, because we launched in 22 two ships.
Mhm.
We launched the Odyssey of the Seas as well as the Wonder of the Seas. But what we're launching right now is something completely different.
Isn't
We're
it? My
launching.
goodness.
I'm sorry.
Isn't it so different? It's just completely unique and different from all of the other classes that you have.
Absolutely, 100%. And this is a new class of ship. So essentially, for those of us that are less intimate with maritime words, a new class of ship is a new model of ship, if you will.
Right.
So although we are inspired by the past successes of previous classes of ships, of previous models of ship, this one is absolutely in a class of her own. She is being built right now as we're speaking in Turku, Finland. And we're going to launch her in January of 2024 out of Miami, Florida, in a brand spanking new Terminal 8, which we're very proud of as well, of course. We're really trying to be as iconic as we can for the icon of the seas. Iconic in the thrills that we're going to be offering, and the chills we're going to be offering, and the wows we're going to be offering, and as well as in the stays that we're going to be offering. We really wanted to create a ship that was unique, never before seen, and that would essentially offer your customers that you would trust to be our guests the best that Royal Caribbean can muster, the best that Royal Caribbean can assemble in one single space. So if you'd like, we can take a second and take a look at some of the thrills that the Icon of the Seas would offer. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm excited. I want to see it. Yeah. This is great because I love doing these because not only do I learn, but all of my subscribers get to learn as well. So I'm excited to learn more about her.
It's going to be absolutely iconic, right?
There you go.
So the thrills on the Icon of the Seas are absolutely going to be everywhere, but there is going to be one area where there will be more thrills, and this area is called Thrill Island. So the Thrill Island is what we call in our wording a neighborhood. So we like to design our ships in neighborhoods because we feel that it just is more conducive to people picking the space that best corresponds to their likings, to their personality, to what they're seeking as a vacationer. And the neighborhood that's called Thrill Island will absolutely amaze you. We are going to be offering a Category 6 water park. What is a Category 6 water park? 6 full-fledged water slides, all of them included. There's not going to be any supplement to go and have fun on the water
I
slides.
love that. It's good.
And I would say, Kathleen, and you'll probably agree with me when I say that, this is typical of the Royal Caribbean product, being a product where you will have a lot of entertainment, a lot of activities, but included.
Included, yeah. I really dislike going on a cruise and feeling like you're opening up your wallet all the time. It's like, oh, this is an additional cost. This is an additional. And I've never felt that way when I've gone on a Royal Caribbean. And I'm glad that you're maintaining that with all of these great things that you're including on this ship. So that's perfect for me.
Absolutely. So the water park is going to be the place where the whole family will have fun. Kids of all ages, including me, will absolutely love that. Now, the Crown's Edge is going to be one of the places where you're bound to find me on the Icon of the Seas. It's essentially walking the plank, but walking the plank in a fun and safe environment. So you're going to be right beside the Crown and Anchor logo on the side of the ship. You're going to be on top of the water, and then you're going to walk that plank, and at the moment you least expect, boom, we're just going to open it and you're going to be railed back onto the ship, of course, with lots of laughter, goes without
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
We are going to bring back our FlowRider surf simulator. We are going to bring back our mini golf, our rock climbing wall. As a matter of fact, the rock climbing wall is going to be the tallest rock climbing wall that we have on the whole fleet. The Lost Dunes, of course, is going to be completely themed with shipwrecks and all kinds of maritime items where the family is going to have so much fun. And Adrenaline Peak is always saying the tallest water slide in the Caribbean, well, in the world, really, because you're going to be on deck 16 going up from deck 16. And if you take a look at the middle of the image right here, you can see a little bit of that Crown's Edge walking the plank activity. And that's going to be just so much fun. One area where Royal Caribbean really shines is the multi-generational market.
Yes.
We have something for absolutely everyone. And the Surfside neighborhood will be yet another proof of that, another manifestation of that. The Surfside neighborhood is the completely family-oriented neighborhood where you're going to have on either side Surfside family suites, as well as Surfside family staterooms that you see just a little bit more towards the center, towards the back of the ship. The Water's Edge pool is absolutely one of my favorites. Why? Because it is the combination of an adult pool that's right in the middle, and around the adult pool, you're going to have the splash zone. And the splash zone, of course, is going to be complete with lifeguards, which means that as a parent, you can be enjoying a great time sipping on a cocktail within arm's reach of your child that's going to be in the splash zone, while also knowing that lifeguards are going to keep an eye on them. So this is the absolute best kind of multi-generational family pool that one can offer.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I love that the adult pool is a little closer to the edge, so you get that gorgeous views, and yet you know that your children are well taken care of right there and you can still watch them.
Absolutely. And as if it wasn't enough, we're also going to have an arcade in the Surfside neighborhood. We're also going to have, of course, a carousel. That's something that we started adding to our ships with the Oasis class ships. And the popularity has never waned. I mean, people love going on the carousel, especially considering, again, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, that it's all included. There's no supplement to be paid.
Right. Perfect.
Now, that's a lot of fun to be had, but how about we talk about some of the chills that we're going to have on this show? And we start with what? What better a topic than talking about pools? We're going to have 7 pools. Listen, Kathleen, this is just amazing.
Yeah.
We are going to reach, with the Icon of the Seas, what we call in nautical terms, the water maximum. So just saying the expression is intuitive enough, right? We all understand that a cruise ship cannot carry more than a certain amount of water. Well, because we just can't, right? Again, I'm not an architect, I'm not an engineer, so I'm going to stop the explanation at that.
You want to be on top of the water, not under, so it's perfect.
Exactly. Well, very well said. So, and we're reaching the water maximum with this ship, which is absolutely amazing. And I think this illustrates the position that Royal Caribbean wants to play in the market. We do have these amazing ships that go to these amazing destinations like Australia, New Zealand, Alaska, Europe, right? We even have this one ship in Europe, the Enchantment of the Seas. She sails 4 consecutive 7-night open jaw itineraries that you can back to back. So you can have a 7, a 14, a 21, or a 28-night cruise in the Mediterranean without repetition of any of the ports, right? So those are the cruises that I call the voyages, right? The discovery, right? The destination
exploration, and you're enjoying the world that you're seeing. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
But the Icon of the Seas place in the market is truly to be a vacation solution.
The ship is the destination.
The ship is absolutely the destination. And when you are on vacation, what do you want to have? You want to have the sun. You want to have your pool. You want to have your lounge chairs. You don't want to have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that you're going to have a chair by the pool or by the beach. And this is exactly the experience that the Icon of the Seas will offer you because of the number of pools that we're going to have. I mean, just look at the Cove Pool, our beautiful infinite ocean view pool, or look at the Royal Bay Pool, the largest pool at sea. 40,000 gallons of water goes into that baby. Swim and Tonic, I love that play on word. Swim and Tonic, the
Yeah.
first ever swim and bar on a cruise ship. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And probably one of my favorite places where you'll see me hang out a lot is the adult only area, Cloud 17. Every ship of the fleet has an adult only area with
Right.
Royal Caribbean International. And again, no supplement. There's no cover fee to go into the adult area where you're going to find your pool, your jacuzzis, you're going to find your bars, and of course, your restaurant only for adults. So this is just an amazing, amazing area.
Love it.
Hideaway Pool, look at that one. Hideaway Pool is probably going to be one of the most amazing places. So you're going to be completely aft of the ship and you're going to be on deck 16 with a dedicated DJ. And it's actually a suspended pool. You're going to be 10 decks above the Surfside neighborhood
Goodness.
right there. So this is
Yeah.
what's under you. And then 10 decks on top of that is the Surfside suspended pool. It's going to be just an amazing, amazing experience. And of course, if you like to pamper yourself, guess what? We have amazing solutions for you because we have not only amazing suites that we're going to talk about in a few moments, but we also have a suite neighborhood. And a suite neighborhood essentially offers you what? Offers you private restaurant, private lounge, concierge services, as well as a private sun deck. And the private sun deck does have a restaurant within the private sun deck. It has pools within the private sun decks, as well as whirlpools, jacuzzis on the private suite sun deck as well. So 7 new ways to pool. This is just going to be absolutely phenomenal. So again, reaffirming our place in the market as a truly vacation solution for people of all ages and of all walks of life.
Right. Beautiful. And I love that it's all so divided, like you said, into the different neighborhoods. And I think that that is important because, sometimes you don't want to go where all the kids are. So you're going to head to the other side and you're not going to have to worry about that. And sometimes you want to be with your family and it's perfect to go that way too. So it's, your choice, your way, definitely.
Absolutely. And the Central Park is yet another illustration of that. Not that it's closed off to kids, but honestly, kids go through the Central Park, they're probably going to look around and say, so what are we supposed to do here? There's nothing interesting. Let's go somewhere else, right? So it becomes a very adult-centric area with live jazz musicians playing, with just so many plants and tropical trees and flowers, just a very relaxing area where you're going to go and just, take a deep breath.
One of the things I love to do on a cruise is after dinner, I like to go and take a little walk. And usually it's down the promenade or it's, through Central Park. And it's just a gorgeous place to kind of, just work off the food you're full and just kind of unwind and just enjoy it. And that's a beautiful spot to do that. It would look really nice in the evening too.
And a nice walk is perfect right before what? Right before an amazing show. And this is something that Royal Caribbean delivers in spade. We are the world's largest entertainment company. And when I say that, people sometimes mistake what I'm saying and they hear that we are the world's largest cruise line, which we also are. But we also are the world's largest entertainment company, which means that we actually hire more comedians, acrobats, singers, musicians, dancers, divers, figure skaters than any other company in the world. Not even any other cruise line in the world, but more of these artists than any other company in the world. And so we really wanted to up the ante. with the Icon of the Seas, and we thought, hey, we have amazing aqua theaters in the back of the Oasis class ships. Why not bring these aqua theaters forward, up, and then put them under a dome? So this dome is exactly what you're looking at right now. During the day, the screens of the dome are open, so it lets in all the beautiful sunlight from outside. It's bathed in light, absolutely beautiful, with bars and restaurants and lounges. It is a huge area. But at night, we close all the shades and all the screens, and it becomes this amazing show venue that's 5 stories tall, where you're going to see, presented several times during the week, an aqua show featuring acrobats, divers, and synchronized swimmers, as well as comedians, of course.
Goodness. You know, you guys have won awards for your shows, and it's for a good reason. I mean, you put out stuff like that all the time. It's incredible. Wow. And then
And
you up the ante here. So it's incredible.
and the value that it offers to the guests is just amazing, because for shows of this quality, if you were to go to Las Vegas, if you were to go to Broadway, if you were to go to London's West End, well, you know, there would be a price to pay, right?
Yes.
Whereas on a Royal Caribbean ship, this is included. And I think that it creates tremendous value. Another example of that, our sub-zero area. So the sub-zero area is just going to be off the Royal Promenade. Of course, this is not the Royal Promenade that I'm showing you right now. We cannot show images of the Royal Promenade yet. We will be able to in a few weeks. But when you go from the Aquadome through the Royal Promenade, and at the end, what you're going to see is this area here, Absolute Zero. So Absolute Zero is our ice skating rink, for the first time in the history of our corporation, a circular ice skating rink. And that was the suggestion of our skaters. And they've told us, you know what, when we have limited space, a circular ice skating rink actually allows them to do better, to perform better, to provide and offer better acrobatics. And so we've tried it, and absolutely, it's proven to be quite the improvement. And we have at the end a show, a stage, and of course, those shows are presented several times during the week, and of course, as always, they are included. Let's talk a little bit about the accommodation. We're not going to have a lot of time, but maybe we can meet again later this season and talk about the iconic stays that we're going to be offering on the Icon of the Seas. But for the moment, I'd like to let your audience know that Royal Caribbean has put tremendous effort in creating and innovating and offering new ways to stay on the Icon of the Seas. The Icon of the Seas was truly built for families. And I think that one of the things that your customers that you entrust to your guests will find is that we offer more space. The accommodation solutions are very spacious, and the views are absolutely amazing, and we are able to offer the ultimate luxury. I mean, look at this one.
What I was going to say what child, but I think my husband would go on it too. What person wouldn't want to go down that slide instead of going down the stairs? I mean, come on.
Right? Absolutely. So this is the townhouse that we have on the Icon of the Seas. It's a 3-deck high suite that is absolutely perfect for families. It's a one of a kind of suite, and if you'd like to have the ultimate experience, of course that's going to be the townhouse. Otherwise, we also have beautiful wraparound suites. We have beautiful views that we offer from our staterooms as well. And this here, of course, everybody knows the lofts with Royal Caribbean International. We were amongst the first cruise lines to offer two deck high suites called the Loft. And this here, the Royal Loft, of course, is going to be offered again on the Icon of the Seas. Now, all of these beautiful suites, as I was mentioning earlier, when I was talking about the pools, they do have access to the suite neighborhood. So the suite neighborhood, again, is it's the suite central on board the ship, if you will. That's where you're going to find your concierge, your private restaurant, your private lounge, your private suite sun deck, and all the services and all the exclusivities that come with being in a suite on Royal Caribbean International. The Grove Suite Sun Deck is absolutely going to be the place where our suite guests are going to want to stay.
Yeah.
Now, of course, as I was saying, we're not going to be able to talk about all the accommodation solutions that we're going to have on the Icon of the Seas because we'd need an additional hour. But for the next time that we talk about them, just for your audience to know, we have 14 new categories on the Icon of the Seas that have never been seen before on the other Royal Caribbean ships. Of course, a lot of them are suite categories, but we also have new balcony categories. And amongst these balcony categories, a concept that you may have seen with our sister company, the Infinite Veranda staterooms that we're going to have on the Icon of the Seas. So essentially, it is a stateroom solution where the balcony becomes part of the suite, becomes part of the stateroom. I keep saying suite. They feel like suites because they're so spacious, right? But you essentially go from a 200 square foot space to a 250 square foot stateroom just by virtue of using your Infinite Veranda.
And it's nice too, because then your whole room becomes like an open air balcony and you just got that breeze coming through, that gorgeous ocean breeze, and you can just sit and enjoy it. It's amazing.
Absolutely,
Love it.
absolutely amazing. We have announced recently a couple of dining options. I don't want to call them dining options per se, but places where you can go and refuel a little bit and grab a bite. So in the Surfside neighborhood, we have the Surfside Eatery and Bites that we've just announced. So it is essentially an alfresco area where you can stop and have a little bit of a burger or hot dog situation. The Lemon Post Bar also, they specialize in mocktails for kids and of course for adults. If you want to have a true to form cocktail, we'll be more than happy to oblige. And that's right beside the Surfside family pool that I was talking about earlier. And then we also have Pier 7. So Pier 7, yet again, another solutions for families to just gather around either a slice of pizza or any other bite. They're absolutely going to adore this. The base camp, which is at the base of the rock climbing wall, is going to be a mix of a bar as well as a restaurant offering family fares. So as you can see in the Surfside area, there's going to be no shortage of food. There's going to be no shortage of refreshments. We're going to be there for you, making sure that families, kids and adults alike will have what they want. And of course, a true Royal Caribbean cruise wouldn't be complete without some solid ice cream, and that's what you're going to get at dessert.
And right? I love the name of it. That was a cute name. I like how there's play on words there. Helps me remember it, right?
We love those play on words and puns. Absolutely. So in a recap, you're going to find something for absolutely everyone in one of our 8 neighborhoods on the Icon of the Seas. And you know what? The Icon's already open for sale, and I know that you have some exclusive pricing on the Icon of the Seas on some dates.
Yeah, I have 2 specific dates. One's in what is it? March 2024, and I think that falls over March break. I'll have to double check with the district school boards, but that would be perfect if it did. And it's a 7-night Eastern Caribbean, and of course it goes to Coco Cay because I mean that's the most incredible stop that there is. Your shirt, love it. My husband would die over that bright pink shirt. You're gonna have to get me one. And that one is like the best stop. It's so great. And then St. Martin and St. Thomas as well. And I've got some really exclusive rates. So you're going to have to contact me, info@plentyofsunshinetravel.com to get it. But the bonus is you get extra onboard credit. So you're going to get an additional amount of onboard credit of $100. So that's just fabulous. You can spend it on whatever you'd like to spend it on. Go get a massage, just relax. It's fabulous. The other itinerary is March 1st, 2025. So I mean that's super far out, which is great because it gives you time to plan. I mean, planning's half the fun, right? So for me anyway, that's why I'm a travel agent, but I love to plan. So that one gives you lots of time to plan and enjoy. And it also goes to Coco Cay, but it is a Western Caribbean. So it's going to do Rotan, it's going to be Costa Maya and Cozumel, you name it, it's beautiful. And I can't wait to even maybe even join all you guys and come along because I'd love to check it out too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what, Kathleen, at the end of the day, not only will your customers be able to take advantage of your amazing service because you are one of the best travel advisors in the industry, but in addition to that, with your exclusive prices, with your exclusive amenities, I mean, there's just, yeah,
There's no
I
limit. I mean, we
absolutely, it's the perfect solution.
it is. We nabbed those because we knew how exciting Icon of the Sea was going to be. It's going to be fabulous. And when you block in your group rates right at the beginning, you've got the best rates. And you just can't touch it if you try and book on your own. So you might as well book through a travel advisor. And as you're talking about, award-winning service, I've actually won the Hamilton Spectator Reader's Choice Awards. I won the #1 best travel agent. This is 2 years in a row. And
Congratulations.
this
Well
year, my
deserved.
crown slipped a little. I won the #3 best travel agency, but last year I was #1. So I'm going to get that back.
Oh,
But I
absolutely.
mean, service, we really value service and we value you. And it's a great partnership with Royal Caribbean because I know you're going to be well taken care of. It's one of my favorite lines to send people on. It's fabulous. And I mean, you can't not go on Icon of the Seas.
I mean, when you look at all of these beautiful neighborhoods, the Aquadome, the Crown's Edge, Thrill Island, all the pools that we have, and all the fun that we're going to be offering, and we haven't even started to talk about the entertainment we're going to have on board. I mean, we touch a little bit on the Aquadome, a little bit on the ice skating rink Sub-Zero, but we haven't talked
Oh, yeah.
truly about what kind of entertainment we're going to have. We barely brushed on a few dining items, not enough. So we have so much more to
Absolutely.
reveal.
And I'll be meeting with Eric again sometime in June. So pay attention because we're going to be talking about all these things that we can't talk about just yet. It has to be hush hush. But do come back in June because it's going to be, we're going to just dive in a little deeper.
Absolutely. And I can't wait. Kathleen, thank you so much for making the time to see me today. I truly, truly appreciate the partnership.
Thank you. And I appreciate you putting all that together because, like I said at the beginning, I love learning. And this is one of my best ways because it's one-on-one, right? And it's just a perfect way to learn about the ship. So thank you so much. And I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you for following along. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can learn more. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed this week's episode with Eric from Royal Caribbean. It was really, really neat to see all of the activities that they have aboard the Icon of the Seas. And honestly, that ship is a destination among anything else. It doesn't really matter where you're going on that ship. I think that you need at least a couple sea days to really check out the ship and to enjoy it because it's just so phenomenal and they put so much effort into making sure that everything is included. There's going to be no nickel and diming. I love all the neighborhoods. It's just fabulous. Next week, I'm going to be meeting with a brand new cruise line. Super excited about that. I love adding new cruise lines. Last week, I met with a brand new one as well. I did Lindblad last week. Next week is going to be Aqua Expeditions. And I'm really looking forward to that. I love learning about different lines, and I hope you guys do too. So thank you so much for joining me throughout all this fun journey. If you're interested in learning more about Royal Caribbean or about any of the other cruise lines that I have met with, please reach out to me. I am just an email away at all times. I'm here for you guys. info@plentyofsunshinetravel.com, and I can get you on board. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.